The food is primarily from the south of France, a region called Provence. The flavor profiles in the food from this region are very interesting to me because there's a lot more spices. You get to play with different varieties of countries and textures, Morocco and Spain, a little bit of Italian influence also.
The food here has a lot of spice to it, and we focus on the wines from the Rhone Valley in France because typically Syrah and Grenache-based wines have a lot of that spice to them as well. But we also have a lot of wines from California, sort of the cousins of those wines. The food is very wine-friendly, and people come in with an idea of drinking wine.
People who come here for an enjoyment of the food and of the ambiance, and there's no specific type of individual. It's just everybody who comes to celebrate the offering on the menu and the wonderful wines we have to accompany it.
Okay, Tommy, so you say that Pili isn't just some passing fad. Tell us about your selection.
Well, I think that it's interesting. It's not your traditional French restaurant. It has a French Provençal flavor, and that is the southern area of France that's bordering Spain, and on the other coast is Italy. And this place is great price range for what you get, and this is an unusual, innovative approach to Provençal cuisine. So I think it's a great adventure to take.
So Elizabeth,
yes.
How did the ambience strike you?
Well, the ambience was a little bit minimalist, I guess. It was kind of graphic and minimalist, which is fine, but it just seemed to kind of clash with the food, I guess, a little bit. And I was expecting it to be a little warmer, and Pili, which is a spice, and the whole Swahili thing.
Pili is a Swahili name for chili pepper.
And there was, you know, just kind of a little
Tom,
bit
how
stark,
did the room strike you?
Well, I thought that the lighting in the room was kind of warm, and it kind of lent itself to paying attention more to your guests and to the food. But the staff, I think, kind of made things right for me. I think the lighting and the staff, particularly the staff, they made things very warm. They were very friendly, and I really didn't go there. You know, I went there for this food. Okay, I had no preconceived notions about French cuisine or anything.
I was intrigued. I was really intrigued with the, you know, it kept saying Provençal, and I was thinking, well, maybe it would be kind of typical bistro food with a Mediterranean flair, which I thought was really cool, and it was. We had the appetizer. There was a special, like, octopus special. I don't know. It was really good. It was kind of like a stewed octopus, and it was surprising. Everything I had was kind of surprising.
Wow.
That was really good, and we had a Mediterranean salad. And the entrees was the loup de mer, which is like a sea bass, a rolled sea bass, which was really great. It was really good. The panises, which are the chickpea frites, which are basically, I think, mashed chickpeas and fried like a French fry
flour
with cumin and then dusted with Parmesan
This is a very
cheese.
French thing.
Unbelievable.
Usually in
Those were
France,
so
though, they're
good.
made like little potato pancake, but
these
here
were
they
like
did
fries.
it like fries,
So
like pommes frites,
They were
and it's just
unbelievable.
fantastic.
And we were dipping them in all the sauces on our plates. It was so good.
I've had several things. Oh, I think I've had almost the whole menu. But, well, I've had the bourride, which is a Provençal fish stew with a variety of seafoods inside. And that's served with a roux like garlicky red pepper mayonnaise that you can mix in and make it spicier. It's delicious. I've had the roast duck apicius with the Roman fruits. That's an old-fashioned kind of typical French thing.
What are the Roman fruits?
Well, it's like a combination of sweet and sour and meat. So you get prunes, raisins, dates, and in Paris it's always figs and raisins with the duck.
I think
It's
here what we
sweet and
had,
savory.
there was 3 purees. It was a squash, I think like a turnip, and an apple puree.
Yes, a
and it was like 3 little dollops of purees.
Yeah, I thought it was potato, but it was turnip.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
was turnip.
delicious.
It was pretty good.
And the chef Francois de Melogue, his mother is from Marseille,
Oh,
and he's
that
a French
explains it.
American. So you can definitely see how the authenticity
Yes.
of the meal comes into play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, how did you find Francois' food?
I liked it. I had some really nice surprises. I usually like restaurants to be like a culinary adventure. I don't, you know, I could get ham and eggs at home, you know. So when I go to a restaurant,
Yes.
I'm really looking for something that's going to excite my taste buds, you know. I had the sturgeon, the Columbia River sturgeon, in orange and Alsace sauce. I was very pleased with that. I even told the waitress I loved her because it tasted so good.
She
you know.
recommended
Yeah,
it?
she recommended that, and that's the other thing. The waitress there, she just was so knowledgeable that she put the right food in front of me. One of my guests had the lamb on couscous with fruit.
Are you a lover, Tom? Are you a lover of
I
lamb?
hate lamb. I hate lamb. You know, but they insisted, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm here with an open mind, and I think I'm going back for that.
Oh,
And the broisted rabbit. That
Oh
was-
yes, the spring rabbit.
I never knew a rabbit could taste so good. You know?
Tom, how are the guys, you know, at the police department going to respond to you eating lamb
Well, you know what
and
the thing
rabbit?
is, the older guys I understand. In the police department, only the rookies eat fast food.
And with the
You know?
donuts, that's
No,
just...
donuts. That's somebody else's joke. But maybe if they put some cumin on
That's
it,
what I'm saying.
you know, give it a French name. But
A panisse donut.
yeah. they
Well, what
love
is
it.
the French donut called? It's a beignet.
A beignet.
Beignet.
That's a
There you
donut hole.
are.
Dusted with cumin and parmesan
That'd be right.
instead.
That'd be cool.
Tommy, you picked Pili Pili. Give us a quick summary of your selection.
Well, I think that it's a new restaurant that's got a traditional French Provençal feeling, but they are innovative in their choice of ingredients and presentation, and I think it's worth a trip. It's a quick trip to Paris.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, I think it's definitely innovative. Not what you expect, but good stuff. The atmosphere could use a little work. The service could use a little work, but I definitely go back and try those panisses.
Tom?
You know, I found it a wonderful restaurant. I thought that the service there added more flavor as you wish to the meal. It's great.
Well, you can visit Pili Pili, 230 West Kinzie, 312-464-9988. They're open for dinner every night of the week and lunch Monday through Saturday. Reservations are recommended. Average tab per person without drinks, $40.